There are laws that govern life whether you believe them or not, just as gravity works on both the believer and the skeptic. So do the spiritual and moral laws God embedded into creation. Many people pray, fast, attend church, and quote scriptures, yet their lives keep collapsing in slow, painful ways. Not because God is wicked, but because they are violating laws they do not respect. The book of Proverbs is not a book of promises. It is a book of principles. Promises depend on God. Principles depend on you. When you ignore principles, prayers alone will not save you from consequences. Proverbs was written to reveal the invisible rules that govern success. Failure, honor, shame, wealth, poverty, peace, and destruction. These laws are silent. They do not shout. They do not warn you loudly before they strike. They simply work. Many people suffer not because of demons, witches, or enemies, but because of ignored wisdom. Let us uncover these silent laws one by one. 1. The law of direction. Proverbs 14:12 says, "There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end of it is death." This law teaches that sincerity does not equal safety. Feeling right does not mean being right. Many people ruin their lives following emotions, instincts, and popular opinion. Direction matters more than speed. You can be very fast and still be heading toward destruction. Life does not reward good intentions. Life rewards correct direction. You can pray and still choose the wrong path. You can be anointed and still walk into disaster. You can be gifted and still destroy your future. Proverbs teaches that wisdom gives direction. Without it, effort is wasted. 2. The law of diligence. Proverbs repeatedly contrasts the diligent and the slothful, not the prayerful and the prayerless, not the spiritual and the unspiritual, the diligent and the lazy. Proverbs 10:4 says, "Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth." Poverty is not always a curse. Sometimes it is a consequence. Many people ask God for breakthroughs while refusing discipline, consistency, learning, and effort. God will not violate his own laws to answer emotional prayers. Hard work is not a punishment. It is a principle. Those who sleep too much, postpone responsibility, avoid growth, and despise process will always struggle, regardless of their faith confessions. 3. The law of words. Proverbs says life and death are in the power of the tongue. Words are seeds. You eat the harvest of what you speak repeatedly. Careless words destroy marriages. Proud words ruin destinies. Angry words end relationships. Lying words destroy trust. Many people pray against enemies while their mouths create enemies daily. Wisdom teaches restraint. Silence is often safer than speech. Speaking less can save your life. For the law of pride and humility. Proverbs declares that pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride blinds before it destroys. Proud people do not listen. They refuse correction. God resists the proud, not the sinner. This means prayer can be blocked by attitude. Humility attracts help. Pride attracts resistance. Many destinies died not because of attack, but because the owner refused advice. 5. The law of association. Proverbs warns that he who walks with the wise becomes wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. People shape destiny. You cannot outgrow your environment without intention. Wrong associations will sabotage prayer, fasting, and calling. Your friends normalize your behavior. Your circle shapes your thinking. Your environment trains your appetite. If you keep company with undisciplined people, chaos will feel normal to you. 6. The law of instruction. Proverbs places heavy emphasis on listening, learning, and instruction. Correction is not hatred. Reproof is not rejection. Discipline is love in action. Those who hate correction hate themselves. Many people want prophecy but reject instruction. Instruction builds character. Prophecy only reveals potential. Ignoring correction is signing a contract with failure. 7. The law of integrity. Proverbs teaches that honesty preserves life, but dishonesty destroys it. Shortcuts shorten destiny. Lies delay progress. Dishonest gain attracts long-term loss. Integrity may slow you down, but it will keep you standing. 8. The law of patience and timing. Proverbs warns against haste. Quick success often comes with long regret. Rushing decisions destroys marriages, businesses, and callings. Wisdom waits. Fools rush. 9. The law of financial wisdom. Proverbs does not glorify money, but it exposes foolish financial behavior. Debt enslaves, greed destroys, waste invites lack. Giving, saving, planning, and contentment are principles, not miracles. 10. The law of self-control. Proverbs compares a man without self-control to a city without walls. Lack of discipline invites attack. If you cannot control appetite, anger, lust, or speech, you are vulnerable. Spiritual power without self-control leads to public disgrace. Why these laws are silent? God hides wisdom from the proud and reveals it to the humble. These laws are silent because God expects responsibility. They do not beg you. They do not chase you. They do not explain themselves. They simply operate. You can ignore them, but you cannot escape them. The price of ignorance: broken homes, wasted potential, delayed destiny, unnecessary suffering, regret-filled prayers. Many tears could have been avoided with wisdom. The mercy of God. Even though these laws are firm, God is merciful. Proverbs invites us to turn, learn, and live. Wisdom is calling. Understanding is crying out. Instruction is available, but wisdom must be chosen. Final warning and invitation. You cannot pray your way out of principles you ignore. You cannot fast your way out of discipline you despise. You cannot shout your way out of wisdom you reject. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, not the end of prayer. Choose wisdom. Love correction. Respect instruction. Walk humbly, and life will respond. These visuals should communicate a clear narrative tension between wisdom and folly. Wisdom must always appear calm, radiant, ordered, and authoritative, never rushed or chaotic. Her presence should bring light, clarity, and direction even when surrounded by destruction. The fools, by contrast, should appear confused, burdened, silent, ashamed, or overwhelmed, surrounded by fire, rubble, darkness, or collapsing structures. This contrast visually teaches Proverbs without words. Lighting is critical. Use high-contrast cinematic lighting, where golden light represents divine wisdom, truth, and the fear of the Lord, while deep shadows, smoke, and embers represent pride, rebellion, and ignored instruction. The environment should feel ancient yet timeless, reminding viewers that these lessons apply to every generation. Christ's presence should be symbolic and reverent, never casual. He may appear on the cross as light breaking through clouds, or as a distant yet powerful figure in the sky, always reinforcing that true wisdom finds its fulfillment. In him, the cityscapes should resemble ancient biblical city stone walls, gates, towers, many of them cracked or burning, illustrating the consequence of rejecting wisdom. Faces must carry emotion, regret, conviction, humility, surrender. Wisdom's eyes should reflect compassion and authority, not judgment alone. The overall tone should feel like a biblical epic, similar to a movie poster grand scale. Emotional depth, spiritual gravity. Every image must tell a story even without text. Wisdom has spoken. Some listened, others waited too long. The viewer should immediately feel drawn, convicted, and curious, prompted to click not just for beauty, but for truth. Closing prayer. Father, give us hearts that love wisdom and spirits that obey instruction. Deliver us from pride, haste, and ignorance. Let your word shape our decisions and preserve our destinies. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this.